SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello, welcome back to Tears of the Kingdom. Couple things. First off, I just realized that when I went back to Lookout Landing, I apparently forgot to go find Fira and tell her about the wells I've found so far. I can't imagine I'm anywhere near that 58 number. I probably have like 10, if that, but I should still do that at some point. Other thing is, I wanted to mention, like I did notice in between talking all the time, but the music here is like a sad remix of Dragon Roost Island from Wind Waker. And I don't remember if Rito Village had this music before, but it is, like, it's a very good song, but also it kind of makes sense having a sad version of it for the village being all frozen out, but it's also like, man, that's rough. I figure I should probably get myself at least one chunk of this stuff. And I'm thinking what I'm going to get is probably the headdress, because currently my headpiece doesn't do anything specific, anything special. And I do have that one chest piece, which apparently should give me frost attacks, although I don't understand how it works just yet. So let's just talk to Keel here and see if I can maybe sell some gems off or something. Hello, Keel. I didn't mean to. Whoops. Hey, let me try that again. I'm here to sell. I'm sure this child is authorized to sell purchase gems from me, eh? Okay, so rubies are actually less valuable than sapphires. Interesting. I only got one sapphire and I got 9 rubies. And I got a diamond, and those are obviously extremely valuable, but it also feels like I should save that one because it's got that 25 fuse attack bar thing going on for it. I don't know if I'll ever run into a situation where it's worth using that, but I should at least keep my options open, I think. So why don't we sell... It's a little overkill, but let's sell 5 rubies. There we go. 550 rupees. Done. Great. Okay, cool. Alright. That's all for now. Now let's just go ahead and purchase this thing here. Which, come to think on it, actually uses rubies. So I guess this seems appropriate in a way, doesn't it? It does seem a bit silly to take my hood off and put some things in my hair in order to be warmer, but that's fine. Alright, give me that. There we go. Great. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, no problem. I wonder if there's actually an enhanced effect if you're wearing all 3 pieces. I don't know. But either way, I'm extremely stylish now. Look at my one-side wing thingy. Very good. Very good. I'm pretty sure also that I had similar clothing to this before, didn't I? I swear I bought the Rito's frost resistance clothing at some point. Snow quill tunic. I feel like this is even the same outfit, but I guess I don't remember. I didn't wear it very often after all. Okay, so what are we doing? I need to go talk to Tulin. It was Tulin, right? I remember because I specifically just checked the quest and then I forgot about it again. But, yeah, Tulin. I gotta go talk to Tulin. And he's over by those 2 bonfires out in the distance. And I'm guessing I can just sort of... Well, actually, maybe I can't paraglide that far. Mark. Where is that on the map? That is... I guess I do have a quest pointing me right at it. I don't need to do that. It's out there. Okay. So where's the tower? Just tell me that. Oh, it's very close by to Tulin. Well, that is convenient. What was that again? I marked it, so clearly I care. Oh, right, the tree. The cave-finding tree. Okay. Well, at the moment I'm on this thing and there's not a bridge. And I don't think I can fix it at the moment. So maybe we should just, like, see how far I can get. With a good old-fashioned running jump. Probably not going to really do it, but let's see how far we get. Maybe I can make it over there, actually. Oh, this is looking like it might work. I'll probably be kind of low on stamina by the time I get there, but... Maybe if we aim for that shelf over there? It's a little bit of a more realistic target, plus there's not a whiz robe directly above it on the edge. That also seems like a plus. Although it is a frost whiz robe, which means I can one-shot him. Which is always nice. Yeah, this squiggly maze pattern seems to be all over the place. And yet unrelated to the falling ruins, I assume. So I wonder what's going on with that. I wonder if I'll even ever get an answer about that. It might just be artistic choices, you know? Is this a bad bow? I want it to be a bad bow. Use your worst bow, because damage doesn't matter. Not in this particular instance. And we want one of That gets buried so far into my item inventory. Fire fruit. Hello, hello, hello. Please pay attention to me. There you go. Great. That guy died and dropped a sapphire sword, which I've already got one, right? I've already got one, but I should probably switch out because this one has been used before. No, just put it down. Just put it down. There you go. And take this one. Okay, good. I wonder if it actually is worthwhile to do that sort of thing. Hey, what's... Oh, no! I'm an idiot! There's a shrine in the Rito village! Well, I'll have to go back there anyway. But I guess this time I'm going to have to go back and do the bonfire trick again in order to do that. Well, wasn't that just clever of me? For now, stay on target. Let's get to that tower. Presumably that's Tulin over there. I will check on Tulin once I have the... That's really way up there, though, isn't it? Okay, well, what's over here? Huh. Just some bokoblins hanging out at their own little bonfire. Fine, fine. I'll just go do the actual plot thing. Oh, hey, look who it is. Hello, Addison. How does this guy get around? Like, any place I'm not supposed to be able to get to, he's already here when I get here. How do you manage this? I don't even know. What's your sign take? It's got a slot in it. What did you give me to build with? It's kind of the same chunks of equipment as usual. Is there actually... Like, I've been helping him out every time just because dude clearly needs all the help he can get. But, like, is it actually going to be a worthwhile expenditure of time and resources to help him every time I see him, I wonder? Probably. This is a Zelda game we're talking about. There's probably reasons for doing that sort of thing. Alright, I don't think this plank is going to fit into the slots inside the sign, so I think what we got to do is just, like, clamp it? I think we clamp it. So let me just clamp it. Give me one of the big ones. There you go. And I feel a little bad being this dismissive of Edison's problems, you know, but here's the thing. Most of the time with these things, the solution is pretty much the same, right? You have the same basic pile of lumber. And sometimes it does get a little creative with, like, the shape of the sign and whatnot, and that does make things a little more interesting. But with something like this, like, there you go. I'm pretty sure that solution right there will probably work on most of these things, yeah? I could be wrong, but... Alright, let it go, see what happens. Ba-ba-ba-boo. Lego. Babooby. How's it going? Doesn't even twitch. He sure is standing. Beautiful. Alright. Give me $20. It makes all sorts of sound effects, like he's actually very good with handiwork, but then you get on the other side of the blackout screen and it looks like this. Surely there must be other people who work for Hudson, right? Someone's got to be able to do a better job than this, but I guess maybe nobody else wanted to deal with it. Fair enough. Alright, bye, Addison. Alright, I need the rewards first. $20, meatballs, and a bomb flower. Thanks, Addison. See you another time. Okay, Tulin. That's not Tulin. I don't know who that is. Hebra Mountain Climbing Path. Okay, well, I suppose that is where I need to go if I want to get up to the tower, which of course I do. Hi. Oh, right, the adults are all out hunting, huh? I suppose that's what you're out doing out here. Hello. Nick. Hey there. Are you here because you spotted the bonfires? In a fashion, yes. The blizzard makes it hard to see where you're going, so we keep these bonfires going as a beacon for lost travelers. They eat up a lot of firewood, but it's worth it. You can spot them even from up in the air. Though, as proud as I am of them, they can't beat the spotlights set up around this fancy Skyview Tower. Oh, right, that's Pura's work, yeah? She does have a certain amount of flashiness in most of the things she does. True. Yeah, we're looking at it now, officially. Yeah, there it is. It won't warm you up like a bonfire will, but it's hard to beat it for size and sheer brightness. What was that noise you just made? I can't even make that noise. What the heck? You were saying? The Hylians are pretty incredible to have built something so impressive. Cool. Thanks for the sidestepping compliment. What is this stuff? Boxes. Or no, this. Oh, construct horns. Okay, sure. Do you want to talk about them? I can tell you about them. Misa, we found these strange things at the foot of the Hebra Mountains. They're oddly shaped, aren't they? I've done every test I can think of, but I haven't learned anything. Not even what they're made of or what they're for. All I know is that they're pretty heavy and pretty sharp, and probably hurt if you got hit with one, huh? Well, I've got all I'm going to get out of these things. If you want them for some reason, they're all yours. That's very generous of you. I could tell you a lot about these things, but apparently I don't feel like it. Anyway, thanks. Do you want to say anything else? These things sure are strange, huh? I can't begin to guess who made them and for what purpose. All I know is that Yeah, okay, cool. Never mind that, every weapon in the world got rotted at the same time during the, upheaval. I remembered it for once. And these things look pretty much exactly like swords and aren't damaged. That seems like pretty relevant information about them, but, well, what do I know? What do I know about anything? Wow. I know that Rito grow hair, but this guy, like, it's not even the same color as the rest of his feathers. It really looks like he's just wearing a wig on top of his head. All right, so what's your deal, buddy? Hearth. Oh, it's Hearth. I needed to talk to you. Link, you're all right. I worried after I heard that you'd gone missing. What happened? Stuff. Check out my arm. Ah, so you're looking for Princess Zelda. Sorry to tell you that I haven't heard anything about her. Our feathers are full, dealing with a more immediate problem. I know you're using, like, an English turn of phrase and substituting bird words into it. That seems to be a thing y'all do. But it's weird when it's the thing that covers your entire body. They're full... Yeah, okay. Everyone from the village is left to scavenge for food or to investigate the cause of this terrible blizzard. And all that has been hampered by the sky monsters that seem to be everywhere. I mean, it's like saying that your skin is full. No one would say that your skin is full. That's just... Go ahead. We're spread too thin to deal with them properly on top of everything else. Sorry, bud. Wish I could do more for you. Though now that I think on it, maybe Tulin could help? Yeah, the kid from earlier? Oh, right. You weren't around for it, but little Tulin has developed a way with wings that puts the adults to shame. Even in this vicious weather, he patrols the skies and reports all kinds of useful information. His wind gust technique is something to see. None of the rest of us can pull it off. That does sound a lot like Rivali's Gale. Surely Teba can do Rivali's Gale, can't he? Can he not? Was that a thing that he couldn't? Whatever. Even stern Teba acknowledges that Tulin's skill is a cut above. The kid does preen about it more than he should, but, well, it's worth asking him at least. So when I initially compared him to Rivali without knowing who I was talking about, and by the way, I do remember who Tulin is now. Sorry, Tulin, for entirely forgetting about your role in the first game. So maybe I was on the right track? Question mark? Last I saw him, he was with Gisane and Lysa on a trip to find food. Okay. Where are they? I think they were on their way to the Hebra South Summit Cave. That's the northeast of here. Well, just your luck. I tend to go into every single cave I find, so great. Sounds good. The cave's past the cliff out front and up a mountain road. There should be a bonfire marking the spot. Find the bonfire at the mouth of the cave, and you'll be on your way to finding Tulin. Great. Sounds good. Thank you. There's a book here. I want to read it. Rito Records. Read the book about the Stormwind Arc. Yeah, sure. What do you want to read? The legend. One day, the winds that ought to blow in Rito village ceased. Then the heavens grew stagnant, and the earth fell to ruin. The entire village got becalmed. Oh no. The villagers looked skyward for a solution. They saw a figure pierce through the unmoving gray clouds and descend swiftly towards them. Believing no ordinary being could fall from the heavens, the villagers called this figure a god. Now, this is well before the upheaval, so presumably the islands up there were either hidden or not there yet, but, I don't know. And the gods stood atop a hill day after day, longing to return home to their island in the heavens. Well, no, wait a second. Zelda does time travel now. It's not going to be Zelda, though. They would know that, surely, right? Surely. The villagers, forgetting their own troubles, tried to carry the god home on their proud wings. Yet who could say how far it might be, the place this god came from? The Rito took flight in turn, each hoping to reach the place above the clouds. Alas, none had wings strong enough. Seeing this, the god told the leader of the village that returning to the heavens was possible if the Rito gathered materials. This smells like a scam. Their spirits high, the villagers set about doing so. The god nodded upon seeing the tall pile of materials. This, they understood, would be enough. The god poured a strange power into the pile, and several small boats were assembled. Okay, so this is definitely a Zonai. Or at least someone who has access to the powers that I have gotten now that I have a Zonai hand. Okay. Cautiously, the villagers boarded. The small vessels began floating up into the air. Nobody can build boats, after all. No one has the craft to build boats, certainly. Must be a god. With the god leading them, the boats rose higher and higher, soon passing through the thick clouds. The vastness of the heavens took the villagers' breath away. Floating islands dotted a clear blue sky. The villagers rejoiced songfully, and then, with reluctance, returned to earth. One day, winds at the village roared back to life. In shock, the villagers looked to the sky. Floating above them was an enormous ship that the god had sent in gratitude. Numerous oars on both sides began to move like wings, soundlessly churning the skies. Air blew across Hebra once again. The skies cleared, and blooming flowers rose from the ground. The god had given them the blessing of wind. This ark that saved the village from catastrophe came to be known as the Stormwind Ark. So ends the story of Stormwind Ark that saved the village long ago. Table of contents? Why do they call it Stormwind, incidentally? It didn't say that it brought a storm, just brought wind. Well, fair enough. Stormwind Ark song. I've already heard this, but let's go ahead and read it. Once a god fell from heavens, stilling the Hebra winds. The heavens grew lifeless just as the air below thinned. With the world in upheaval, we pledged to help the Lord. A line of ships soaring, built as a passage skyward. Now that I read it properly, that doesn't really rhyme, but fair enough. The god ascended to heaven, leaving behind an ark. Its winds brought us new life, thanks to its great divine spark. What do you want to read? Nothing. Cool. All right, so guy built boats. Guy fell from sky. Had Rito build boats. No, excuse me. Had Rito bring materials, he build boats. Then boats go sky, then God go home. Then big boat come down from sky and wind return for some reason. Well, it seems like there's more to this story than I'm hearing, but we'll get to that, I'm sure. You also have just like, it just comes out the back of your head. But then again, I guess there are birds who kind of have plumage like that, aren't there? I should just talk to you instead of looking at your hair like a creepo. Hi. I'm Molly. I'm drawing up a special menu for those out scavenging for food or investigating. Ingredients are hard to come by in this blizzard, but we'll be fine if we get a little creative with our cooking. With the right ingredients, a little food can go a long way. For example, a pinch of spicy pepper warms you up so you don't notice the cold so much. We do not have many of them here, but you are welcome to what's available. In tough situations like this, everyone needs to look out for each other and help where we can. Now, it normally is my inclination to just take everything everybody has, because that's just how I roll, but also I have tons of spicy peppers, to be honest, and I don't make that much food with them, so you go ahead and keep them. I'm gonna... Oil jars. I am gonna take the oil jars, I'm sorry. I don't have standards that much. I just don't actually want your peppers is all. Hebra Mountain Climbing Path. Okay, so that's where we're going, huh? Is there anything else around here I should check out before I go? Probably not. Probably not. I could take that chill shroom while I'm here. I could also break these boxes, but they usually just have a couple arrows, right? We're probably good. I don't need to loot absolutely everything. I'm stuck to the wall. There we go. If we're gonna climb anything, let's climb the front. I got it. I'm up. Oh, hey, there's a Korok here. I wasn't actually expecting that. Hello. So in your case, you didn't want to do a puzzle or anything. You just wanted to hang out someplace that nobody would really go unless they're a weirdo. And then if a weirdo does approach you, well, congratulations, you get poop. All right, well, I got poop. Let's go upstairs. Upstairs is not the right term for it, but you know what I mean. We're going up here. Temperature hasn't dropped too much yet, but then again, I guess it was supposed to be, if you went up like here, it would get really cold, right? So if I go way up into the mountains, presumably it's okay right here. All right, well, we're looking for a cave, and we're also trying to get to that tower at the top. Sounds straightforward enough. Tree branch, don't really need that. Is that, those are sky islands up there, aren't they? Look at that. I suppose it's no coincidence that there's some pretty robust sky islands directly next to the Rito village, where they have a legend they're fond of bringing up about weather-changing gods and whatnot coming from the sky. Oh, there's somebody. Oh, is that the cave? That probably is the cave, huh? Couple of keys. We got a shrine up there, which is inconvenient, but not that difficult to get to. Focus on what you're doing for now. Hello there. What's up? Oh, is this... Oh, this is not the cave. Okay, what's up? Unbelievable, she says. Cecily, unbelievable. These huge things are raining down on us. What is happening up there in the skies? Hi. Oh, oops, I hadn't expected to meet a Hylian here. What are you doing in the mountains in this weather? Don't you see how cold it's gotten? Our feathers keep out the worst of it, but I'm not sure how you can stand the blizzard. Well, see, I've got a couple of feathers of my own. Plastered on the side of your head. I'm sure it's mighty toasty. What are we looking at? If you go farther up this slope, you'll see the Hebra South Summit Cave. My friends are there now gathering provisions. There are glowing mushrooms and fish to be had, which come in handy. They keep a bonfire stoked at the cave entrance to mark their location. If the cold gets too much for you, find that bonfire and warm yourself up in the cave. Yeah, sure, that makes sense. I think I actually want to go to the map tower first, though, so let me just do that. A lot of brambles here. Don't really have a clear answer as to why. Does this brambled plant just grow in this weather? Or did someone set these here on purpose? Ganon just messing with people like you do? Maybe. Ooh, that's another Rito? Hi, what you doing up there? You seem to be standing guard, but... Well, that's it for the entrance, he says. Huh. Well, I can do something about that. What's up? Mosley, a cave-in? You gotta be kidding me! How am I supposed to get inside now? What's wrong? Well, take a gander for yourself, bird puns. I was hauling food out of there when the entrance collapsed. Now what do I do? I should have picked some bomb flowers from the other caves. Could have used them to blow these rocks away. What foul luck. I hate to leave all that food behind, but maybe I just need to call today a wash and come back tomorrow. Because that'll, you know, fix the cave-in if you just wait a day. Good plan. Hi. This isn't good. The cave entrance is completely blocked off. Why didn't I harvest bomb flowers? But no. You want, yeah, where's Tulin? That one. I have to get in there somehow. Where's Tulin? Tulin? Do you need him for something? He's out collecting food in another cave right now. I'm pretty sure he was with Gisane's group. That's an interesting name, Gisane. I don't think I've heard anything like that before. There's a bonfire burning outside the entrance of the cave he was headed to. That should help you find him. It'll be a good place to warm up and rest if you feel yourself starting to freeze, too. I feel like a lot of these NPCs are trying to cover all the bases just in case you don't talk to every single NPC, but, well, that's not exactly how I do things. Let's see here. Not by type. We want to sort by... There we go. No. Yes, but not this. We want one of those. There we go. Anyway, boom. Why, indeed. Oh, hey, there's another one. Wait a second. Does he actually comment on it if you partially open the cave up? Hi. Calm down. There you go. Hello? I hate to ask, but could you clear the way into the cave? I wasn't planning on it. I figured I'd do the main layer, but not that one. I suppose that's fair. It doesn't seem like there's any way in through these rocks, and I did not come here prepared to dig. Maybe I just need to call it a day and come back tomorrow. I'm sorry, Mosley. I'm just being a douche about it. Don't worry about it. There you go. Did that do anything for you? What happened? Yeah, I have no idea. What could possibly have happened? It's a dang mystery. Calm down so we can talk again. Hi. Hey! Those rocks didn't know what hit them! You're amazing! Now I can bring some supplies back to the village. Thank you so much. Oh, right. I need to reward you somehow, don't I? Here, take this. Consider it a token of my gratitude. I wonder if refusing to do it in conversation actually changes what he gives you for... It doesn't matter. $20. Thanks, buddy. All right, I'm going to go check on if that food is still good. Thanks for opening the path for me. And then he fades from existence because they don't want to show him running around doing the stuff he said he was going to do. Can't blame him for that. Oh, wow. I see. It wasn't, in fact, 2 layers. It was just like there's a whole bunch of it, and I didn't aim for a central location with my bombs. Well, fair enough. Rospro Pass Cave, you say? Well, let me just get out one of these. Do a little mining. Grab a couple of bomb flowers. He said he should grab bomb flowers from other caves, but, like, there are bomb flowers in here, dude. The food seems safe. Isn't that good for you? What you got to say about it? Thanks for helping me keep our food supplies intact. I'll deliver them to the village as soon as I pack them up. Where's Tulin? It's the same conversation. It's fine. All right, cool. Thanks, Mosley. Good luck with the food supplies. I'm going to just grab these and... What if I were to do this? It incinerated all the lizards instantly. I was actually hoping to pick up their bodies. A little bit merciless, sorry. Just sort of... Oh, right, of course. Every cave has one of these guys in it, doesn't it? I almost forgot. In fact, I kind of did forget. I wonder if there are caves I've been to that I didn't find a bubble frog in and I just didn't realize it was a problem. Possible. Anyway, here, one of these. You alive? No, you're not. Well, you're de-transmogrified, I guess, is a better way to refer to it. Great. Got him. All right. 15 of those, huh? Coming right along. I don't know how that compares to my list of caves I've found, but I feel like I'm doing okay. Let's just get out of here, huh? Oh, hey, there's fishes. Wait, are these Staminoka bass by any chance? Because I need those. And no, chillfins. They're chillfins. Okay. Well, that's fine. Gotta keep an eye out for Staminokas, though. I have not forgotten that one kid wants one. Which means I probably want to find two, because, you know, I like having some for myself. Just how I am about things. Also, I probably shouldn't take all the fishes, because... just sticky lizards. Sure. Because ostensibly, the locals do need any food they can get. But then again, I could probably just give them food if they would ask for it, but they're probably not going to, because that's usually not how it works. Do you suppose there's any reason to blast it all down? You know, just like in case there's anything back there? Probably not, but I'm doing it anyway. Pow! Yeah, that's about what I expected. There's a rusty claymore in the center of it, and that's about it. Well, that's just fine. Let's head up! You really want me to burn down the brambles before I can advance, huh? But I don't want to burn down the brambles. What if I decline to burn down the brambles? What if I instead just sort of... Ow! Okay, that was... Yeah, okay, I guess I should have seen that coming. Can't exactly defy gravity. I'm not that good. Alright. Alright, have it your way. We'll just light this on fire and see how far it spreads. Probably very far. Probably. I suspect eventually the entire place will go down, but... In the meantime, I'm just waiting. Wait, why did that not light? Are they not actually connected? That's unexpected. I suppose if I had a torch, I could just sort of, like, usher the flame up here rather than having to light it with fire arrows like I'm doing. But also, I have 106 fire fruit. I really don't need to be stingy about this. And I guess I could also climb along the walls to get around these things if I really wanted to. But this is working fine. If there is some that I can skip, though, like maybe this, I am going to do that, because I'm sure it's all going to regrow as soon as I reload the world. You know how it is. And it looks like we're in. Well, sort of. There's still a lot of brambles growing in the general vicinity. I wonder why. It doesn't look like native flora. So what happened that it's like this? Rossbro past Skyview Tower. Whoop. Stick to the walls. I'm all sticky for some reason. Alright, open up. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. Warp. There we go. Gonna need that in just a minute, since my intention is to go back to the village once I get launched into the sky. I'm actually going to go back to the village so I don't have to skip the bridge again, see? So for now, let's get the map, though. There we go. In retrospect, I should have put on my Fly-E shirt, shouldn't I? Oops. I wonder how that giant bellows even works. Like, what inflates it? Is it just a diaphragm situations where it's, like, mechanically attached to something where it gets expanded out and just has to fill with air because it doesn't really have a choice in the matter? Because physics? Maybe. There we go. Just sort of scan left to right. Everything else will figure itself out, I'm sure. Red goo out, blue goo in. There we go. Hebra Mountains. Look at them go. Beautiful. And we got the East Hebra Sky Archipelago. And there's the storm even. Look at that. Look at that. Why don't you? Doesn't help with the chasm, but that's just how it always goes. Got to do my chasm work myself. Alright. So I want to go back to the Rito village, is the thing about this. So let me get on this. And then we want to go... Wait, that's not it, is it? I don't think that is it, but let's go ahead and go there, I guess. Am I going in the entire wrong direction? Yeah, that's Death Mountain over there. This is entirely the wrong direction. I'm in fact heading in the direction of that other cave that I said I wasn't going to go to, aren't I? Well, fine, I guess. Fine, I guess. Could be worse. A shrine's a shrine, you know? More fast travel's probably good. It's a hero shrine. High five. How you doing in there? I wonder if there's anything I'm supposed to see on the road going up here. Like, for example, Tulin. Maybe. Oh, just maybe. Alright. What do we got here today, Lasers. Aid from above. It's a hero shrine. Aid from above. Alright. What do you mean by that, exactly? I can see there's a shelf up there, but it doesn't look like I can probably... Yeah, it's too narrow to allow me to ascend, right? Absolutely it is. Well, presumably I can just jump over that. As long as I'm not actually missing anything, and it doesn't look like I am, so I guess let's just jump it. Nice. And now it gets more complicated, presumably? Ah, yes. Yes, it certainly does. Okay, well, up. And there's a block here. Can I interact with the block? No, I can't. What's the point of the block, then? Just to give me an idea of how high the laser is off the ground in case I'm not so good with depth perception? Could be. But this actually all seems fairly straightforward. Nice of them to make the lasers entirely visible, also. I mean, it hardly makes for a physics puzzle if you don't make the lasers visible, I guess. I guess I just associate this sort of laser with, like, security systems, where they wouldn't want you to know where all the lasers are, but not the case in this particular scenario. Can I sneak under that? I can. And we have a box. I keep checking upward because, you know, aid from above is the name of this particular... Oh, this is the bonus chest. Okay. So what's this? I'm unclear on what this is. Gold band going around the center. Ah, another one. Okay. Is there a pattern to fit these things into, or do I need to break lasers with them? Ah! I see. You break the laser and the floor opens up. Gotcha. Understood. So that ain't it. I suppose that doesn't... It's not that the lasers do damage, it's that you're not allowed to break the laser's field at all. Okay. Well, I don't really understand what's expected of me just yet. What if I drag this in from here? Oh, hey, it does open the door over there. I totally missed that. Well, that's a lot less complicated than I thought it was. Open up. What you got inside? A spicy elixir. Pretty good one, too. Nice. I wish that things like that would list their ingredients. Like, just sort of assume Link's a super taster and can figure this sort of thing out just by reverse engineering. That would be super convenient. But no, not how it works. Oh, really? I see. Now it's going to be active tests, where I have less time to prepare? Is that the idea? Perhaps. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Okay, sure. Well, you're not being too mean about it so far. This is just a challenge of... Ooh. It's a, I see. Wow, it was really nice of them to make it so it didn't make it all the way to the wall, and you didn't just get Resident Evil-style meat cubed. Aid from above, got it. Now I understand. Or did all the doors open while once I passed through? They sure did. Great. So I could technically walk out if I wanted to, but I don't need to because cutscenes. High five. There we go. Yep. Thanks for the orb, for the light. My arm's a little less stinky and I'm a little more happy. Great. Let me get out of here. Now, that being said, I still feel like I should probably use the tower to get there, But maybe I can do that when I'm trying to get back to the Rito village, and I don't need to do it immediately. I technically skipped a lot of this path. What's that? That's a bokoblin camp, that is. This is probably a waste of time going back down the way I came. But also, I mean, why not, you know? It's not like I'm in a hurry. Plus, if there is anybody who needs to navigate this particular path, it's probably good to clear it up for them. Hang on. There we go. Freeze everybody, thank you. And now I'll just walk in and murder people. Like that. That's surprisingly convenient. I wasn't expecting that to go nearly as well as it did. Feathered Edge, a double-edged Rito sword with a decayed blade. Swinging it produces a strong wind. I feel like I've already got one of those. It just got something stuck on the end, yeah? And that's fine. I can always remove the thing on the end if I need to. Pick up. Oh, it's just an axe head. Sure. Isn't my axe threatening to die? Anybody got a decent wooden stick around here? No, these are all the basic models. That's fine. Blue bokoblin horn. There's a guy patrolling over there. I suppose I should probably murder him. Pinecone. Pow. Great. Oh, he's not dead. You're not dead. Good job, not being dead. No. There we go. Now we can gather the fruits, and we can also shoot these bats. Like that. Of course, their bodies fell over the edge, which makes them a little more difficult to loot, but it's probably fine. And a boko bow. Not that that's a very good bow, but you know. Always good to have spare bows around. For stupid tasks that don't require good bows. Is that the person I talked to earlier? Yeah, the one who's just inspecting the rock? That's her. Okay, and what's that on the ground? That's a bokoblin horn. You know what? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Tromping through the snow is difficult enough as it is. I don't really need to invite more of it unnecessarily. Which, considering that I jumped off the side of the mountain, I'm already doing, I recognize that. But I wanted to walk this pass anyway, because, you know, if there's anything here, I want to know about it. I'm already skipping a lot more of the world than I was actually intending to walking into this, but if I actually sit here and look down every single passageway, the entire way throughout the game, I feel like we're going to be here a lot longer than anyone really agreed to. Ah, this is probably the cave, huh? Yeah, that's a big old bonfire. That would seem to be the place. Hello. Hebra South Summit Cave, we're here. So you're probably that person they mentioned earlier, but I forgot your name. Hello. Lysa, yeah, that was it. Didn't think I'd be seeing anyone else in these mountains anytime soon with this blizzard and all. I'm here because it's a good place to find food for my people. Why are you here? Because I was looking for you. Yeah, that. And the other guy who you're with. Looking for Tulin, huh? Fair enough. He's farther in this cave with Gassane. They're scavenging for food. No, I'm not going to show you the way. I need to keep an eye on what we've amassed so far. Be on your guard. There's a creature in that cave that hops around on the walls. Oh, is it a Hriblin? It probably won't bother you if you stay away from it. Good luck finding Tulin. Cool. Thanks for the advice. Huh. I feel like you'd have a much better time clearing this cave out if you, you know, cleared out the local underbrush, but no, it's not my call, is it? Do I have a weapon that... Hang on. Do I have a weapon that's just like a stick at the moment? I got the Hinox hammer. Sure, let me just... There we go, and then... Nah! This is not working! Okay, put it away. Put it away. That doesn't work. I'm kind of surprised that doesn't work, but it doesn't work, so... Not much I can do about that. Sticky lizards on the ceiling. Chillfin carp in the water. One lizard did drop into the water and immediately vanished. Apparently not strong swimmers, these lizards. Very well. Then again, if I do manage to get the froggy armor, I probably don't even need sticky lizards, do I? I should probably prioritize that, but that means going back to all the other stables, and I haven't even been to all of them yet. Still, I should definitely do that at some point. Well, this is an interesting updraft. Wow, this place is way more suited for Rito than for me, huh? Yeah. There we go. Can I break this open? Is it a hole? It is a hole! I kind of was half expecting it not to be a hole. But it's a hole. I wanted the lizard, but I did not get the lizard. No lizard for me. But there's ore down here anyway, and a couple mushrooms. Nothing I'm really hard up for, but that's okay. I guess I can use the Hinox hammer to break these as well, couldn't I? There we go. Very nice. Nothing particularly valuable, but I'm not going to say no to what there is. Huh. It occurs to me that in a situation like this, I could just ascend to see where I am, and if it turns out to be somewhere I don't want to be, I can just refuse to ascend, yeah? Let's see where it drops me. Is this the surface? It's not the surface. I would be happy to be deposited here. I wonder why there's an updraft here, though. It doesn't seem to make much sense. Oh well, let's have a look around. Wow, you go up fast! You go up way faster than I was anticipating. Okay, there we go. Just requires a little bit of fine-tuning. No problem. I should probably check this shaft more carefully later on to make sure there's not anything else I missed. But for now... Oh, Horiblin. There he is. I swear I saw the bubble frog up near the top of the passageway when I was first looking up there, too, so... I'm gonna have to go find him, too. Is there really any reason for me to... Oh, that's the Horiblin. That's the Horiblin. Here he comes! Hi! Let's see here. What do I have that I can shoot into your face? How about this? No, thank you! Oh, I missed. Okay, try again. Try again. There we go! That was a pretty good hit. Pretty good hit. Okay, you're on the ceiling, which means I can knock you down, right? Technically. Good swing. There we go. Okay, if you smack him once he comes down, then he doesn't actually fall on his butt and hurt himself. Good to know. Got his claws and his horns. He dropped a traveler's spear that's valuable in some fashion. Let me have a look at it. I mean, I probably have better things I could hang on to, but, you know, let's have a look. It's... got attack up +4. Well, neat. Useful for a blue Horiblin. Not so useful for me, because 7 damage still doesn't do that much damage when it's coming from my hands. I feel like the local Horiblins would probably have a little bit better luck with it. Was it just the one of them, then? They did just say there was one monster who clings to the walls. Is the idea here that... Yeah, the idea here is to light a fire, huh? And use it to, get further up in the cave? Seems like. Pardon me, just manual fishing. The only way I know how to do it these days. Alright, well... let's make a fire and use the updraft for fancy stuff. Just put that there, and then we just need a sword. This'll work. Whack. Okay, put it away. And then we just need a pine cone, I guess, huh? Let's see here. This is the disadvantage to carrying everything in the game around all the time. Where are the pine cones? There they are. Drop. There we go. I was technically lighting on fire there for a moment. This is a deep cave, by the way. I'm guessing I'll be able to explore this last mine shaft a little more... No, I guess mine shaft isn't the right word for it, but this last shaft a little more carefully on my way out. Oh, hi. Okay, sure, we can deal with this. Hammer and hammer. There we go. Just the two of them, then? Or is there going to be another big, like a big fella? I can't think what those things are called at the moment. You know, the big rock fellas. Wait, is this... Oh. When they said they were deeper in the cave, they meant it. They were deeper in the cave. Huh. Sticky lizard. Didn't hammer A better. Good enough. Did not obtain. That Toolin. Hi, what's up? What are we gonna do with that boy? It's just like him to fly off on his own and leave all the food we collected behind. Oh. Hi. Well, I'll be. What's the Hylian doing all the way up here in such a fierce blizzard? You know, looking for Toolin. Like I do. You're here to talk to Toolin, huh? You just missed him, unfortunately. Our task was to scavenge food in this area, but we just saw a flock of monsters fly past outside the cave. The same ones that have been sighted around the village lately, in fact. I told the others we should return right away to report them, but Toolin clearly wasn't listening at all. Did he just go attack them? I bet he did. He said, I'm going to follow them back to their nest, and flew off alone before I could protest. Huh. If you leave the cave and head north, you can spot a lone cedar tree on Talanto Peak. That's where we saw the monsters. No doubt Toolin followed him there. I know he thinks he's unbeatable, but he really shouldn't be taking these chances. I guess. Updated. Great. It's not that Tulin's untalented. Far from it. Everyone admires his ability to generate his own gusts. No one else in the village can do anything like it. The problem is he knows he's talented, and it makes him headstrong and prone to acting rashly. His youth doesn't help. This does sound a lot like Rivali. But I shouldn't be standing around talking to passing travelers about this. Yeah, because I'm a passing It's fine. The NPCs don't recognize you. It's fine. I need to report this to Hearth so we can discuss what to do about it. If you're going after Tulin, you want to head into that cave. I think you'll find him in the... Yeah, you told me about that. Thank you. I hope he's not up in anything reckless. I bet he is. That seems to be the whole deal with that kid. Got any fishes? Sure do. Just shellfins, but, you know, I'll take shellfins. I'll absolutely take shellfins. I do wish I knew where they kept the Staminokas, though. For the sake of that one kid outside. Alright, well, let's see where we're at, and maybe mark it on my map where I'm supposed to be going. And then I would like to scour this particular cave a little bit more... Huh, that's inconvenient. A little more thoroughly. Okay, we're at the surface. Huh? What's that noise? Addison? There's not even a Hudson deposit here. What are you doing? Can I even move the thing that you're... No, that's what the sign's attached to. Can I just stand on it? If I stand on it, does it still fall over? Let me try. Hi. Lego. Oh, it's heavier than I thought. This guy's stronger than he looks, apparently. I forget I'm a small person, too. There's that, too. Alright, anyway. Sorry for ruining it for you. Is there anything I can put on top of that? Yes, there are. Probably we'll go with the rock instead of the snowballs, huh? Yeah, alright. Here you go, buddy. Although, to their credit, this is a different puzzle solution than the ones that I've been seeing earlier, so my complaint is somewhat canceled. They're finding a variation. Good. Yeah, let go. There you go. Look at that. It's like freaking magic. This guy will never understand physics. Hi. Give me $20. Immediately. Great. You did it. $20. Good. And $20 more. But no food, huh? And a mushroom. Sure, man. Great. Off you go. See you again shortly. I'm certain of it. Okay, so... Presumably, the big tree up on top of this ridge is the one where I'm supposed to be going to. I'll go ahead and mark that. All right. And indeed, that's just at the peak of the mountain. So that's where Tulin went off to, huh? Well, wait a second. Maybe I'm being stupid about this. If Tulin went up there, and I'm going to need to get up there anyway, then maybe I should just re-explore the cave on the way back down, you know, maybe? Wait a second, I just had an idea. What if I take a Highland Pinecone and I shoot it into the fire? I missed. I appear to have missed. Okay, understood. Oh man, you're faster than I am with this thing, huh? Disappointing. Missed a whole bunch of times. I'm not doing a very good job. Okay, listen. All right, listen. Yes, you're very good with that spear. Everyone's very impressed with you. There you go. And there. Great. Those guys died. He's got a very fancy shiny stick. And meanwhile, the blue bokoblin decided this wasn't his fight, apparently. I guess I appreciate it, but it's also a little bit weird. Well, do I really even need to use my sneak weapon on this guy? I probably don't. Sure, we'll just clobber him with the hammer, and that'll probably finish off the hammer, and that's just fine. Probably don't want to make too much noise on the way in. I don't think that the bokoblins pay that much attention, but, you know, I'd rather not get into a fight I don't need to. I've already done that once. There we go. He died. Soldier's bow, but I can't have it, huh? Well, we'll soon see about that. There we go. I think soldier's bow are only 5... No, they're 14. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, huh? Kick. And A swallow bow. This bow is a favorite among Rito warriors. The bowstring has been specially engineered for aerial combat, which allows it to be drawn faster than a normal bow. I'll take it. I'll take it. Great, thank you. It doesn't do much damage, but speedy drawing, that actually seems pretty useful. Let's see here. Not the topaz rod. There we go, the axe. Whack. A couple more arrows, can always use those. Alright, let's work our way up a little bit further, shall we? Up towards that tree, huh? Okie dokie. Is this another one of those ancient ruin chunks that fell down from above and I need to enter from below? Hi! A lot of frost fruit here. Are you telling me to freeze these guys? I can do that. I haven't actually tried it yet, but presumably I can do that. Maybe don't use the swallow bow for this. Maybe use something more powerful, huh? There we go. And then just shoot it right into the center of the group of them. Oh, it only affects the one I hit with it. It's not actually an explosion. I see, I see. Well, that does change things rather a bit, doesn't it? Alright, well, what if we electrocute you? Makes you drop your stuff, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. One for you, too. Nice. Did he drop his weapon? I can't really tell. Let's see here. I need a horn to shoot into your face. Like so. And then... I actually didn't remember I was still using that. How about we use the cannon club on him, actually? How about the cannon club? How do you feel about cannons? Oh, that's gonna burn up all the stuff in the area, huh? Oh, it pretty much incinerated it immediately. That's good to know. Why did you... Oh, the frost fruit, huh? Well, that's neat. Break them. Smack them. There we go. Shattered. Great. I really need to be smarter about combat, huh? It goes really smoothly if you just, like, use techniques they can't possibly combat. I should really keep that in mind. Not that this went exactly as I was intending, mind you, but, like, if I learned to harness that sort of ability, it seems like it would be pretty good, yeah? Potentially. Can I ascend here? I want to. I can! Wow, that's gotta be, like, my maximum range for ascension. There's a bokoblin in there. Do we let him out? Like, I guess? Maybe he's got a fancy sword or something? It looks unrotted. Oh, I wonder if that's what the deal is. Like any weapons that were inaccessible at the time of the, Nope, I lost it again. At the time of the thing that happened. Perhaps they are unaffected by Ganon's attempts to ruin everything? Maybe. Smack. My axe is badly damaged. How dare you with this? I better be a real good weapon you got in there. Man, this takes forever. Is there anything else for me to do while I'm waiting? Not really. I really need to keep an eye out for another stick so I can make a better axe, huh? Can I just take your sword while you're... Well, no, that's not a sword, is it? It's like an ice lance. Huh. And yet you're just a red bokoblin. So not a fancy enemy, just a fancy weapon. Huh. Understood. Can I shoot you in the head while you're still frozen? No. I guess that's a little unfair, huh? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. It's indeed a frost weapon. That's why you were hidden, huh? Icicle Club! Icicle Club. Huh. What's the deal with Icicle Club? Average sword. It's a traveler sword with an icicle on it. I guess they fall from the ceilings? You just sort of ripped them off the ceilings and now I have a frost weapon? Not dissimilar to the sapphire sword, but like much less valuable? Huh. I guess I can just climb up the side of it. Probably want my climby shirt if I'm doing that though, huh? There we go. The tree's right there, so we should be on the right track, I assume. Dueling, you up here? You didn't get yourself killed now, did ya? Oh, there he is. Not paying enough attention, apparently. Hi, Tulin, what's up? Should have kept my guard up. Stupid monster. Hi. Link, where did you come from? Where do you think? Same place everyone else would if they were coming here. What happened? Oh, you see, that rotten monster took my good bow. Which one? Oh, that one. See? That's the bow napper. Huh. Looks like a pretty standard Rito bow, but what do I know about it? I gotta get it back. Help me out, Link? Yeah, sure. Really? Thanks. Did you know I can blow a strong gust of wind wherever I feel? Anywhere I feel like? I did hear about that, and apparently you're quite proud of the fact, yes? I'll do it for you, too. That way you can glide over where that monster went. Just tell me where to point the gust, and I'll make it for you. Tulin's power of wind. When Tulin's aura is charged, he can create a stream of wind that blows straight forward. This can be used for bursts of speed while paragliding. That is convenient. I have the bad feeling that eventually I'm going to inherit this ability, so I hope you don't actually die, Tulin. I feel like most champion abilities that I... Let's go. Let's go, he says. Okay, gotcha. So... just, like, face the direction I want you to point? Oh, okay, well, there we go. I just recruit him behind me, and then I just... like this. Okay, cool. And away we go. And he's coming too. Nice! Okay, but it didn't last as long as I wanted it to, eh? That's okay. There's kind of a waypoint here. I wasn't expecting you to come too, but I guess this makes sense. I figured you'd let me go since I'm the one that has a weapon, but... well... okay, I was probably... yeah, this might be good enough. Sure, let's just... pow! Did that do anything for you? Wait, did he just die? Did I win, or what happened? Oh, cutscene! Nice catch.
Oh!
There we go. For a second I thought you were going to have voice acting since you said ha, but okay. I owe you big time, Link. Without you, my bow might have been lost for good. Good job catching it before it hit that torch there. That probably wouldn't have been good for it either. Uh-oh! Uh-oh, what? Oh, they're mad, huh? Ah, whatever. There's more of them! There do appear to be more of them, yes. I suppose this is where I come in, huh? Hi. Alright, they're not gonna make a fool out of me twice. Let's go get them together! Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll have one of these. I have another one of these, actually. And then you. There you go. And he just slides backwards. That's kind of hilarious. Oh, my bow broke. Right, I forgot about that. Here you go. Great. Well, I didn't quite do it, huh? How about that one? That do anything for you? And there you go. Nice finish, Tulin. Very nice. This icicle thing is actually pretty useful. We did it! I'm glad you got to contribute, because I'm guessing you wouldn't have stood for it if you didn't. Hey, look! I think this might have been a hideout for those monsters. Really? What's going on? Huh? Was that the wind? I'm pretty sure not. That was vaguely reminiscent of, like, dragon tear effects? I don't know what that was. It couldn't have been. There's no way. Must have been something else.
Hi.
Hey, Tulin, Link, is this Teba? Huh? No. Yes. Yes? No.
Oh!
No, it's the two you were traveling up here with. Yeah, oh, like you said. Oh, it's Floppy Hair! I forgot your name. Hearth! That was some impressive teamwork, you two! Oh, you saw that, Hearth? Talk about embarrassing. I didn't listen when Gisane tried to stop me. I thought I could handle it. But I just ended up losing my favorite bow to those stupid things. And he didn't kill you, which is actually pretty lucky on your part. I thought I was fully fledged, but there's probably no way I could have gotten it back on my own. It's surprisingly mature of you to admit that, actually. I bet now you see why we were treating you like a small chick. Yeah, you were right. It really is important to work as a flock. Or at least, you know, call on the champion of Hyrule who happens to be passing through. But you're, you know, good, take the good lesson out of it. Yes, I think I finally get what Dad's been trying to tell me all this time. Great, we're teaching lessons to children. Is that all there is to the story? It seems unlike you to let your bow be taken, Tulin. Oh, yeah, funny story about that. There was this whole thing with Princess Zelda. Really? I spotted her getting attacked by a monster. It was such a surprise that I dropped my guard and it stole my bow. Getting attacked by a monster? She is corporeal when she's looking like that and wondering... Okay, explain. But I guess she was fine because then she zoomed up above that cloud. What? Princess Zelda flew above the cloud? How can that be? Seems like a stretch, but we're not going to get to the bottom of it sitting around here. Tulin, Link came out here looking for Princess Zelda. I did, it's true. You should go with him and investigate the cloud you say the princess soared into. Huh? But I thought I wasn't allowed. I got a report before coming here. We think it's likely that the blizzard is coming from inside that cloud after all. Huh. I want to see for myself as soon as I can, but the strong winds make any approach from the sides impossible. The only way in is through the top, but... there's not a Rito alive capable of crossing this stormy sky and making it all the way there. Well, except for one. I don't think you need to puff his ego up anymore, but sure, I guess he did just learn a lesson. Go for it. I'm talking about you, Tulin. Only you have the skill and training to create gusts at will. Tulin will be the finest Rito warrior of all once he understands the value of working with his allies. You know who said that to me? Your old dad, Teba. Dad said that? Yep, and I'll make sure he knows what you accomplish here today. Now it's time you go with Link and find Princess Zelda and whatever's causing this blizzard. No problem. The two of us together have got this. I wasn't actually planning on going just yet. Is that okay? I saw Princess Zelda up on the Sky Islands near Hebra Peak. Let's check there first. Link, Tulin, we're counting on you. Okay. Are we actually gonna... you're just gonna follow me around now, or... okay, I can say let's go to him, and then he just follows me around. That's actually kind of cool. I guess there was some stuff like that with the champions in the previous game. Falcon Bow, a highly refined Rito-made bow created by a master Rito craftsman. Rito warrior's favorite for a superior rate of fire. Nice. That seems pretty nice. Are you actually following me around at this point, or no, you're just kind of exploring? That's reasonable. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, hi Hearth, how are you? I'm sure the two of you can overcome anything if you work together. Don't worry about Teba. You two should get going. Bring me back a nice souvenir, okay, bud? Sure, I just met you, but... I guess I didn't just meet you. You recognized me. My double standards in play again. Hello. Our investigations haven't revealed what's above these clouds. You should be ready for anything before you head out. Yeah, sure, that seems reasonable. Well, reading the room, it seems like it's probably not a good idea to go back down into the cave, right? Ganon, jeez, come on, calm down for a second, dude. Okay. Well, presumably we gotta go up there. But presumably I should probably stop right here. At some point, I do want to go back into that cave and get the bubble frog at the very least, but I guess we're going up into to solve the local problem right now. That does look like a maze now that I look at it. Almost like a maze that you could navigate if you had the ability to create a forward-facing gust. What a dang coincidence. Alright, anyway, thank you for watching. Next time, I guess we're going up there. I'll see you then.